Hi guys, I'm Mark, a scuba diving instructor from Safe Diving.
And I'm Mark Evans, Editor-in-Chief of Scuba Diver magazine.
So in this series of videos, we're going to be taking a closer look at an entire range of the newest scuba diving equipment, and all of these videos are sponsored by Mike's Dive Store, the UK's largest scuba diving retailer, and they hold most of these items in stock at all times.
They're also doing their bit for sustainability by moving to eco-friendly packaging. And they also donate 1% of all their online profits to the marine conservation charity Sea Changers.
So let's jump straight in. Okay, so here we have the SANTI BZ400 undersuit. So this is a heated undersuit. So the main benefit of this is that you effectively have a regular undersuit, but then when things get even colder, it actually has electric elements, heated elements inside of the suit to sort of electrically warm you up during the dive or between dives. So taking a closer look, we're going to start down at the feet. So down at the bottom, we have these big sections of elasticated sort of webbing material. So these are stirrups for the bottom of your feet, and that effectively stops the trouser leg from riding up when you're putting your dry suit on. And around the ankles, it's ever so slightly thinner, just so that you can lay your socks up. Moving up, the knees are actually pre-bent, so they're a bit more ergonomic, and then we get up to the crotch. So this has a two-way zipper on it, so you have a zipper at the bottom and a zipper at the top in case you need to relieve yourself between dives. But if you have a P-valve fitted to your dry suit, they actually have a cutout on both sides, depending on which side you dress, and you can sort of fit that hose through there. Pockets on either side, so in between dives you can keep your hands nice and warm by putting your hands in your pockets, and then up here you can see where this yellow section is. There is a wire that comes out, and this is going to connect to the thermo valve or the dry suit connector on the inside of your dry suit, so you can connect it to the external battery. It's much better having an external battery because you can disconnect it whilst you're in the water, but then this is what's connecting to that valve on your chest. Moving up the suit up to the main chest, if I just sort of open it up, you'll notice that underneath the zipper you actually have a flush guard. So this is going to prevent sort of cold air from rushing straight through that zipper to you. It actually slows down, and then underneath that flush guard we've got a nice plush lining which is nice and soft against your skin or against your base layer. Now you might not be able to see it, but there are sort of cables, wires that are running throughout this suit, and these are the heating elements that are just warming up to keep you nice and warm. So lots of overlap, especially around the neck, to make sure you're fully covered up whilst you're diving. And then if we move over to the arms, underneath the arms you'll see this section of material which is very stretchy. So that's particularly useful for your shutdown drills so that your arm can stretch and reach behind you. These two holes here are actually to allow for air migration throughout the undersuit to get to your dump valve on your left-hand shoulder. And then moving down to the arms, around the cuffs, you get this mesh, so if you're diving with a cuff dump, again that allows for a really fast air movement. Elasticated cuff with a bungee loop for your thumb, and then on the inside there will be a little cable that fits to a glove, if I can find it. I'll show you the glove anyway. So this can also come with wired heated gloves, and they just have a little connector just in here, and that just means that when you're heating the suit you can also heat your gloves if you have a dry glove system. So this has elements that runs down each finger, and that just keeps your hand nice and warm so you still have dexterity through the entire dive. So this is the SANTI BZ400 heated undersuit. To take a look at a full range of thermal undersuits, take a look at mikesdivestore.com, and you can always visit them in store in their store in London. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the Scuba Diver magazine channel, and hit that little notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a video. If you're still undecided whether you even want to dive in dry suits, then don't forget to check out this video here where I go over why you should be diving in a dry suit. And if you're new to the dry suit world and you want to learn a few helpful tips and tricks, then click on this video up here. Thanks for watching and safe diving.